TJ, when you look at VCU, is there a challenge or a couple of challenges that pop to the top of the list when you play?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of similar to what we've, kind of experienced the past 2 years since I've been here. Rebounding, their physicality, we need to go out and match that. We've seen a little bit of them. We're riding back from what I think it was the St. Joe's game. We got to watch a little bit of their game at Dayton. We got to watch at Davidson. We got to watch the game when they played Dayton on Friday a little bit. So they're a really, really physical team. They're quick. They run similar stuff from what I saw to Duquesne, a lot of side ball screens, try to really get Jaquan and Mo and Tillman involved that way. And I think if we just can, get a body on a body when the shot goes up, and not all the shots are going to fall, but if we can kind of limit their second chance points, I think we'll be in good shape.
You mentioned Tillman. It seems like for them, he is their X factor. You have to figure out where he's going to be at all times, because you never, he can be at one place one time, and then be right up on the glass the next minute.
Right. He's a really good player. He brings a lot of energy, and that's kind of what they feed off of. Because you have to worry about Mo and Hamdi down low, and then your four-man's normally guarding Tillman. So for us to be able to, kind of make sure we have an eye on him at all times, not let him get, those dunks that get the crowd going involved and kind of get everybody, feeling good. If we can kind of neutralize him, I think we'll give ourselves a good chance to win.
Is there a familiarity factor here? I mean, they have it too, but there's probably very few teams you're as familiar with as this team.
Oh yeah, there's familiarity, and you're always kind of peeking at what they're doing, at all games. They're our biggest rival. We're in the same city as them. They're right down the road. We see them sometimes, and I don't know. It brings, just the energy. It brings a little more to the table this game. So we have to treat it like any other game, even though it's not. But our mentality has to be the same as Rhode Island, and it has to be the same as Duquesne. We need 2 great days of preparation, and then we need to go out there and play like we've been playing.
Is this the most fun you've ever had playing basketball this year, and your relationship with Chandre and the freshmen? Is this the most fun you've ever had?
You hear me say that, Simon? Because I couldn't have said that better. Yeah, I have. I've actually, like when I talk to my mom, when I talk to, anybody kind of outside the program, this team's closer than any team I've ever been a part of, high school, AAU, anything. It's really cool the love that we have for each other. From 1 to 15, whether it's, from Keith Otto to Nico King to me and Chandra, there's no lack of love between any of us. Everybody would do anything for each other, and I think that's kind of what's brought us together, in our conference play, and kind of made this run so special. Just because we'd go to war for any of our guys, and at any point, we're willing to do anything. So if that continues, and I don't see it going away anytime soon, it's been a special year, and it's going to continue.
A very similar question maybe about the having fun, but I remember you saying this is the first time we've started the A-10 schedule with 2 straight wins. You said it seems like we always start with a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the first time that you've been here, that you've played VCU, and you've both been right at the top of the league, as far as I know. So as intense as these meetings are, no matter what the records are,
Mm-hmm.
do you foresee any more intensity or anything different about this year's game?
Being at the top of the league and us, fighting for that first place spot does kind of bring an added element to it. But I don't think you can build it up any more than it's the VCU Richmond rivalry. I think it's all you need to say. You know what I mean? It's just, if you can't get excited for this game, I don't know why you're playing basketball.
It seems like when you guys play well, you get off to a really good start, and especially there, that's going to be a big-time key.
It's going to be huge. It's one of the most hostile environments I've ever played in. The Siegel Center. Their fans are incredible, and especially because it's in a smaller gym, so everything's a little more compact. I don't know. I think that's going to be one of the keys that we talk about. That's when we've been at our best. We need to kind of figure out a way to maintain that. We've always seemed to let a team slide back into the game, but if we can, play 40 minutes of our brand of basketball, I think we can live there with a win.
How big will guard play be in this game Wednesday night?
It'll be huge. They got 2. I don't want to say 2, but they're 2 guards, Johnny Williams and Jaquan Lewis, are some of the best in the league. But our 2 guards are pretty good too. I wouldn't take anybody but Quan and Chandra on my team, and I know those guys are going to leave it all on the floor, and I know they're going to give it everything they have to win this game, and I'm really excited.
Hey, you dropped 25 pounds from last year, right? How do you feel now? And is has it been a big plus?
Well, 25 pounds since I got here. Not just. I think it's been about 10 pounds since last year. But see Coach Mooney smiling back there. Yeah, I mean, I think it's helped me just run the floor. I was actually just watching film with Coach Jones, and there was a play in the Duquesne game where I was under the basket, even with the center. He had just made a putback layup, and I sprinted the floor, caught a layup, and finished it. So when you can rim run and not get tired like that and be able to play 37 minutes, and really I wasn't tired against Duquesne at all. So I really feel like, that shedding those pounds has really helped me.
Was it more cardio? Did you cut back on food intake? What did you do?
A little bit different workouts, stuff like that, but my biggest key was just my diet. Kind of, I used to I still do love sweets, and this summer I really tried to, lay off that. If I had like a craving for sweets, go get some fruit or something like that. So just kind of watching my diet and kind of just learning how your body works. Everybody works differently, so just kind of figuring that out.
I know you talked about it after the game, the triple-double, but you've had a day to kind of embrace it a little bit, maybe enjoy it a little bit. Can you put in perspective what that meant to you and to the program, because it obviously got some notoriety for it being the first one?
I mean, it's a huge accomplishment to, all these great players to run through here, and for me to be the first to get it. But, now we have a bigger task in front of us, and I can't say I've forgotten about the triple-double, but it's behind me now, and it's behind our team, and it was a cool accomplishment, and everybody's saying, congratulations and stuff like that, but now we got VCU, and to win this game would mean 10 times more than to get that.
I know that you had a triple-double after you sort of hurt yourself against Rhode Island, but that is the second, as far as I know, the second time that shoulder sort of acted up and you did hit the ground hard. Is everything tip-top? You all good?
I'm 100%. I'm ready. Now, I mean, that's fine. Some injuries stay there, but I feel great right now, and I'm ready to go.
How impressed have you been kind of with the increased or accelerated development of your freshmen? I mean, that just seems to have made such a big difference for you guys this year.
Yeah, well, we knew coming into the season, it's weird because, 1 week Grant would be playing the best, next week DeMonte would be playing the best, and next week Nick would be playing the best. It's just they all have such a unique skill set that they bring to the table. Grant, obviously being out, hurts, but DeMonte and Nick have really stepped into starters roles and taken advantage of what they've been given, and they've worked for it. Nick's in the gym more than anybody I've seen. It reminds me a lot of Kendall Anthony. He's in there shooting after practice every day with Coach Jones. It's really cool to see the focus from a freshman. And DeMonte is the same way. He's always shooting. When he sees Nick in there, he's in there shooting next. And so, DeMonte's feel for the game and his energy and his hustle is what makes our team so special. I've said it all year, and I'll say it again. Julius and DeMonte are the heart and soul of our team just because of what they bring. They're never afraid to stick their nose in it. They're always ready to have your back and go to war. And it kind of brings this fearlessness to this team, and it starts with them.